Hi there and welcome to Lingoverse. I'm Laura and I have a question for you. Have you ever wished that something in your past had been different? Maybe that you had made a different choice or you had said yes to something but you didn't? Of course you have, because that's life. But what if you could know what life would have looked like if you had behaved differently? There are so many decisions I need to make. I'm so confused. I wish my old Laura could come from the future and give me some good advice. That would be amazing. Who are you?
I'm your old Laura. Don't you know me?
Are you me?
Yes, I am. I am from the year 2050.
Really?
Yep. And as you wished, I've traveled back in time to offer you some information about my life. Your life. Our life.
Wow, that's so cool. You're looking good, old Laura.
Thanks. I've done my best. Now, what would you like to know about my life?
When we talk about our past and try to imagine how things would have been different if we had made different decisions, we need to use the third conditional. This type of conditional structure could be a bit tricky for many, but we really have to learn it and practice using it as much as possible, because it's really common when we talk in English. I'm very excited about this lesson today, so let's get started. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and relax, have fun, and learn English in a very practical and enjoyable way. Now, you probably know that there are different types of conditional sentences in English, and all of them have something in common, which is two clauses. One clause introduces a condition, usually starting with if, so we call it the if clause. And the other one introduces the result of that condition. We usually call it the main clause. The third conditional uses this structure to talk about an unreal past. That is, imagining a situation in the past and imagining its possible result. Again, they are not real situations because we can't change the past, can we? It is just imagine that. Let me show you a few examples to see better how this works, okay? Look, if I had studied more, I would have passed my test. I wish I had studied more because that way I would have done very well in my test. But what is the reality? The reality is that I didn't study much and I didn't pass my test. Imagine that I had studied more. Yeah, well, imagine that. But that was not reality. If I had studied more, I would have passed my test. A second example. If I hadn't been sick, I would have gone to your party. Imagine that I had been okay. Then I would have gone to your party, I would have enjoyed it. But that was not reality. Reality is that I was sick and I couldn't go to your party. Imagine that I hadn't been sick. Well, imagine that, but if I hadn't been sick, then I would have gone to your party. I'm so sorry I didn't do it. As you can see, to make the third conditional structure, we need the condition with if, had, and the past participle. Remember, the past participle is the third column of verbs ending with ed. For example, if I had studied more or if I hadn't been sick. For the result, we use would have and past participle again. I would have passed the test or I would have gone to your party. So, old Laura, what can you tell me about my love life?
Well, I married Daniel, an awesome man I met in Canada. If I hadn't gone to Canada on holiday, I wouldn't have met him. I'm so glad I did.
Nice.
And if I hadn't met him, I wouldn't have had my gorgeous baby.
Another option to create third conditional structures is by using the modal verb could instead of would. This way we are indicating possibility, how possible something was. For example, if I had known you had a problem, I could have helped you. Unfortunately, I didn't know you had this problem and it was not possible for me to help you. If I had known you had a problem, then I could have helped you. A second example can be, if I hadn't bought my tickets long time ago, I couldn't have gone to the concert. Luckily, I bought those tickets very long time ago. Then they sold out, but that was not a problem for me because I already had them. If I hadn't bought those tickets long time ago, I couldn't have gone to the concert. And old Laura, what can you tell me about my academic life?
You know, I have always liked learning new things, so I did quite well at school and college. Only that, if I had paid more attention, I could have learned more languages. Languages are always important.
I know.
And if I had learned more languages, I could have lived in more places in the world.
Finally, another very common way to make third conditional sentences apart from using would and could is using might. This one introduces probability, the idea of maybe. Like, maybe this result would have happened. Maybe. For example, if I had prepared more for my job interview, I might have got the job. Definitely I didn't prepare very well and definitely I didn't get the job. But probably if I had prepared more, I might have got the job. A second example can be, if I had started cleaning earlier, I might have finished by lunchtime. Obviously I started quite late and now it's taking me part of my afternoon. But I think that if I had started earlier, probably I might have finished by lunchtime. And how about my professional life?
You know, I was offered a role in a Hollywood movie, but there was COVID at that time and it just didn't happen. If I had taken part in that movie, I might have become famous.
Oh no.
And if I had become famous, I might have made some good money.
And there you are. 3 very common different structures to use third conditional sentences. I hope you feel more confident now about how to use them and when to use these structures. Thank you so much, Laura, for your help.
No problem, young Laura. I'm really happy to help. Take care of yourself and eat well.
Okay, have a nice way back. Let me check some flights to Canada. Now you just need to put all this information into practice. And the best way to do so is in conversation. Joining me at talksmate.com, where you can speak with me and English speakers from all over the world. That is the best way to really learn and improve a language. I've left the link in the description box down there. Have a look. And you know that you can find a lot more content, lessons, games, quizzes, and many more surprises in our social media. So have a look, you cannot miss it. If you like this lesson, like it, share it with anybody you think may be interested, and subscribe. And of course, have a look at these 2 lessons I've prepared for you. How to talk about past plans and intentions, and how to nail an official speaking exam. Thanks for being with me today, and practice this, enjoy it, and share it.